If you're a first-gen daughter watching your friends get laid off one by one, but still have to send money to your parents, and you're still supposed to be maxing out your 401k and you don't even fully understand what it is, this video is for you. Half my friend group has been hit, like literally half. Like I'm in the Bay Area right now. Like yesterday, Meta just announced that they laid off 8,000 people. Like what the frick? It's crazy. And right now, as you know, I'm in the middle of my own layoff. It's crazy out here in the Bay. And I'm still sending thousands of dollars to my parents this year. And nobody gave us the wealth codes, the playbook to navigate all of this. Like nobody handed first-gen daughters an instruction manual at orientation. It's the whole situation of your mom saying, no boyfriend, no boyfriend, no boyfriend, all through teenage and your mid-20s, and then all of a sudden she's like, why aren't you married? What? We were never given the playbook, and now all of a sudden everyone's acting like we should already know what a Roth IRA is, what a 401k match is, and why our emergency fund keeps hitting zero. Like we have so much, they think we should have so much control over that, and we're in the middle of layoffs and just inflation and just everything getting so much harder for the next generation. It's crazy. So if you're feeling like everything's falling apart, you're absolutely not alone. I promise. My name's Wahidah. I'm a licensed financial advisor. I left wealth management to go to fintech because I wanted to focus on financial education, and then I got laid off less than a year later. Yeah, that fucking sucked. My nervous system is a work in progress. We'll get into that. But money-wise, I'm okay. But I'm still picky about my next role. But some days, I still feel like a failure. Emotions and reality don't always match up, right? And the reason I'm okay financially is not because I had rich parents, not because of some windfall. It's because years ago, I built a system nobody taught me how to build. And today, I'm handing it to you. But before I do, because nobody is saying this out loud right now, the people who are supposed to catch us aren't coming. Not the government, not your job, not your parents. They would if they could, right? And I'm gonna walk you through exactly why and exactly what to do about it. So stay with me. This video is specifically for you if you're the first in your family with a 401k and nobody explained what to do with it. If you grew up watching your parents stress about money and you swore you were going to do it differently, but you don't actually know how, I got you. If you're tired of finance advice that assumes your dad explained what a 401k was at dinner, mine never even had access to one. This video is for the ones who were never expected to build wealth, and we are going to do it anyways. Quick context if this is your first video with me. I'm Wahidah. I started my career in wealth management. I'm 33 years old now, and I grew up low income. And when I was 17, I read an article and it said that it takes nearly 10 years of nothing going wrong to escape poverty. 10 years. So I was like, fuck. Okay, let me lock in. I applied to every scholarship for college. I worked through school. I graduated debt-free. I took a job at a nonprofit making $32,000 after I graduated. They really had us living off of ramen back then. And then they had the audacity to turn around and say, think about the mission. With my first paychecks, I didn't budget, I didn't track every latte, and I eventually started moving money out of my checking account the day I got paid. $25 here, $50 there, whatever I could into savings, into a Roth IRA. I barely understood what it was. And then one day during COVID, I'm 26 years old. I had nothing else to do. I added up all my accounts and it was messy. So we had a few like savings accounts, checking accounts, retirement accounts. I added it all up. And guess how much I had in there? $60,000. Y'all, I had never seen that kind of money in my life before. Nobody in my family had ever had that kind of money. And I was shocked. Like, what? And the wildest part, I wasn't even trying. I had just been moving money in the background automatically for years. And then I got angry. Like, why the fuck did I not know to do this sooner? And why did no one around me know about this? Like, one of the reasons I can't seem to stay happy working in wealth management was because I wasn't reaching my community. So I left to go work at a fintech focusing on financial education. Again, but joke's on me, right? Like, I'm 5 months into a layoff. But the paycheck routine I set up is the same system that's holding me up right now. Okay, before I keep going, I need to be really clear about something because this is what most finance videos don't acknowledge and it frustrates the heck out of me. Do you guys hear my stomach rumbling? I'm hungry. Let me finish this video. But it frustrates the heck out of me because you, as the viewer, feels behind. You feel like you're not good enough. You feel lazy for not achieving the same things by the same age. And I'm talking about privilege. I had a lot of privilege, and it's compounded to allow me to be here. I have no student loans. I had a full ride for college. I guess it's still one saving grace of growing up low income and being book smart, right? It's that there's money for you out there for school. I have no medical debt. I'm healthy. And I have a partner who's extremely supportive, both emotionally and financially, especially right now. So don't settle for losers, y'all. And when I lived in New York City with my partner, we lived in a family friend's attic. We had cheap rent. We were paying $1,000 a month for a fully furnished 400 square feet space. Electric was included, water was included, internet was included. So yeah, that is unheard of, but it absolutely helped me save. And I have skills that are in demand. I have no kids depending on me, so when I tell you I saved $100,000 on $45,000 a year, yeah, that took grit and it took a lot of things going right that I didn't necessarily earn. But both can be true, right? I'm telling you all of that because the wealth codes weren't built with us in mind. So don't judge yourself because you thought by now, oh, you should be able to live on your own and not have roommates, that you should be able to take small vacations every year without worrying if it's going to put you farther into credit card debt. After sifting through so much noise, I was able to piece together a playbook on how to finally feel like you're getting good with money, and I'm going to give it to you. Okay. So I said at the top that people who are supposed to catch you, they're not coming. And I need to back that up because I'm not just going to drop that and run. Let's talk about healthcare for a second. One medical emergency. One. That's it. That's all it takes to wipe most American families out. One of the highest reasons people go into bankruptcy in America? Medical debt. It's nuts. Why this is allowed is still beyond me. We've got people on GoFundMe right now asking strangers to help pay for medical treatment in the richest country in the world. Like, what are we doing? And don't get me started on pensions. Our parents, our grandparents, depending on when your family came over to the States, a lot of them had pensions, right? Like, my family's from Malaysia. Pensions are still a thing there. You work for a company for 30 years. Excuse me. You worked at a company for 30 years, and then they took care of your retirement. That was the deal. That deal is gone. Companies got rid of pensions in like the 80s because they cost too much. And the government was like, say less, like, no worries, we got you. Not to us, the people, but to the companies. They're like, let's change things. So they're like, instead of pensions, let's do 401ks instead, which basically means good luck, figure it out yourself as the employee. Nobody taught us how to use them. Nobody made a class. Nobody handed first-gen daughters an instruction manual at orientation. So now there's a whole generation of us with retirement accounts we never knew we were supposed to open. And even scarier, there's a whole group of people ready to retire who will not be able to afford to retire. They're going to retire into poverty, and that's crazy talk. Gets me riled up. Okay. But what can you do? What can you do now for yourself and for your family? If you have a 401k, and if you have a 401k employer match, make sure you're hitting that match. Do not leave money on the table. That match is free money. That match is your money your job is offering you. And people don't always take it. People don't always know to take it. They don't know how it works. And sometimes they just like need the money right now and can't put money away into a match to get the full match. I get it. But do whatever you can to hit this match, because there isn't going to be another place where you get 100% return on your money like that. And then we have Social Security, the thing we're all paying into out of every single paycheck. And best case scenario when we retire, pennies on the dollar, maybe. If it's even still funded by the time we get there, right? Take a look at what the average Social Security check is. It's about $2,000. Can you live off of $2,000 a month? That does not cover a life. It barely covers rent in most cities. Like our apartment here in Oakland, a 1-bed, 1-bath is $2,700, and we think it's a steal. It's expensive out there. So what, that's the safety net? That's what we've been paying into? Where does that leave us? Healthcare is too expensive for people to access. Pensions are gone, and Social Security is a maybe at best. No one is coming to save you. You have to save yourself. I'm here to help. So if no one's coming, we have to be the people who come. That's the gig. Like, that's the whole thing. And the only reason I can sit here 5 months into a layoff and say I'm okay is because of the thing I built for myself years ago. I didn't have a name for it back then. I was just doing it. Now I call it the invisible money method. But like, okay, let me back up. When I was 24, working at a nonprofit on $32,000 a year, HR had a town hall meeting going over our benefits. It's also the only job that did that for me. But that's when I learned that I had access to an HSA, and if I put $50 into it, they would match $50. That was my introduction to investing. I did a deep dive into everything personal finance after that, and I learned that if I could invest $500 a month for 35 years, I'm basically guaranteed to retire a millionaire. Check for yourself. I have a calculator on my website. You can find it at wealthwahidah.vercel.app. And eventually, I realized that if I automated my transfers instead of having to manually transfer money every month, I don't have to think about or remember to transfer it. And then I did it for retirement accounts too, like $50 a paycheck into 403bs, which I didn't even fully understand at the time, by the way. I just knew it was supposed to be goods and I should be doing it, so I did. And then later, like once I had more income coming in, I started opening more accounts and naming the accounts because I'm a person who needs names on things to make it feel real. Like I have an account, a savings account called Bish I Quit Fund. Yes, that's the actual name. It is exactly what it sounds like. And yes, I have put it to use. My emergency fund is called my Catch Me If I Fall fund. So that's basically the whole thing, right? The day money comes in, it moves before you see it, before you can spend it. A piece to savings, a piece to retirement, a piece to whatever the current goal is. And then whatever's left, that's what I spend on the lattes, the nails, the dinners out, all of it guilt-free. I even told myself I couldn't take money from my spending queen account and put it into savings. I was like, nah, we're spending that on ourselves. Because the work's already done, right? My future is already funded. My present already has a cushion. So whatever is in the spending queen account is mine to enjoy. That's the whole method. I play around with this for maybe an hour a year, maybe. Only if my numbers change, right? Like if I get a raise, a new job, or rent went up or whatnot. And it's the reason I could book a flight to Vietnam 2 days after my layoff instead of panic applying on LinkedIn at midnight. But who am I kidding? I did that too, okay? I did both. Both can happen. In this video, we're not gonna walk through the exact account setup, like the bank names, the dollar amounts, the percentages, and where they go, where to open the HSA and all of that. That video is here. Watch that. That's the one with the receipts. That's the one where I show you exactly how to build it and how I built it while making $32,000 at a nonprofit. So we've got real screenshots, real numbers. Watch that next. In this video, I want to tell you what I would have told myself back then, back when I was in my 20s. If I could go back, I would tell her, you're not behind. You're early and you're not doing it wrong. You're doing it without a map, which is different. I would tell her the scarcity is not going to leave when the money just shows up. It didn't for me. When I hit 60 grand in my account, I was still scared. When I hit 100 grand, yeah, I was still nervous about money. At $500,000 now, there's still days when I still feel behind. There are days I still feel like a failure for not wanting to stick it out in wealth management and choose fintech to go into financial education while taking a 70% pay cut, by the way. If I didn't leave wealth management, I would have a lot more money today and I'd have a very clear career trajectory if I did stay. But we're learning to trust our gut and I need it out. That's the part nobody talks about. The mindset doesn't catch up to the math right away. You can be a first-gen daughter with a paid-off car, with a fully funded emergency fund, and still feel broke. And the only thing that helps is time and watching the system work over and over again through a layoff, through a family emergency, through a friend's wedding, and that you didn't have to skip because you were worried about money. Every time your paycheck routine holds up, every time the money method holds up, your nervous system gets a little bit calmer. So this is all to say, we've got us. We have to. Healthcare is too out of reach for a lot of Americans. Pensions aren't coming back. Social Security is maybe at best. The people who designed the rules do not prioritize us, so we have to prioritize ourselves, and that's not bad news. That's actually really freeing, because once you stop waiting for a system to catch you, you can just start building your own safety net. You can start building your own paycheck routine that does catch you. And it's smaller than you'd think. 2 steps, 1 weekend, $25 a paycheck to start. That's how it begins. I made a whole free wealth guide that walks you through the exact setups of the invisible money method, the accounts, the orders, the percentages, everything I wish someone handed me when I was 20 years old. You can find it at wealthwahidah.vercel.app. Link is also in the description. And as you go through this video, I also have that website out. And if you're still watching, first of all, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I see you. You're the one I'm making this video for, and you're well on your way to making it happen for yourself. And that's how we close the wealth gap. We were never expected to build wealth, but we're gonna do it anyways. Get rich, stay ungovernable. See you next Sunday. Bye, friends.